Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. We are tapping in. Today is May 15th. We are recording this right in the midst of a big turn on Bitcoin, now breaking out over 65K. We're going to be jumping into these charts today, along with your guys' chart requests. I am now back from my trip. I just literally traveled from Maryland all the way to Washington State, so that was a 3,000-mile journey. I've been gone for the last couple of weeks. Still been looking at some charts, but just haven't been as engaged with YouTube and in Discord. But we are back in the office now, baby, and I'm excited to get back to it. And no better day than a day where crypto is going up. Crypto is going up. Bitcoin is up 5% today. What I'm looking at here is daily dot. We called this out on the 13th over in the Discord there, and we're now up. Okay, that's an easy stop loss level off that green dot. Boom. You had the, again, the dot on the indicator, and then 60K was the bottom of that candle. So that's where we set it. And we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests today. I want to hit your guys' chart requests because it's been a minute. So I'll start with these. And if we have some more time, we will go over the looking to buy list and the portfolio right now. It's been a long 2 weeks for me. I'm exhausted, but we are going to keep it pushing here. So I actually put in GME as the first request today that I wanted to take a look at. Here, everyone's freaking out about AMC and what's the other one? And GME. This is GME. You can see now. What is GME down today? GME is down a massive 40% gain. So again, everyone's talking about this inside the Discord, right? Everyone's super jacked about this inside the Discord. Way up here at $60. So you guys, when you get in on the news, when you start hearing about GME, like you're hearing about it, like Twitter and everybody going and saying about it, that's when you want to look to sell. You should have been buying down here on the week of April 29th because, again, that's where we got our signal at, our green dot signal there on GME. That was the signal to buy. You're not supposed to be buying way up here, okay? And I know we talk about the cheat sheet a lot, okay? But this is the mania, right? You guys are buying up here in delusion, okay? You're buying when it's extremely, extremely oversold. So on this channel, we have a specific set of rules, and one of the main ones is we want to get in around the mean. So the mean, okay, that's that dotted line on the chart you see here. Okay, that is our 50-week moving average. Okay, and this wouldn't even really been a trade here for us, but you could see the 50-week moving average is this light blue line here. Okay, it's this light blue line on our charts. We don't want to trade assets that are trending below that mean. Okay, that means we're in a downtrend. Therefore, we would be trading against the trend. We want to trade with the trend. Therefore, we want to buy assets that are trending above this 50-week moving average. Okay, and you can take a look at Bitcoin's chart and see right now, yes, we are trending above the 50 weeks. So we're looking for green dots on our trading indicator to enter. Okay, we are no longer entering trades without the green dot. Okay, from this point on. Okay, I don't want anyone taking positions except on green dots, and I'll explain why in here in just a second. Okay, but again, understanding that mean over here, that is a very important thing to understand. We do not want to trade when we're in downtrends. Okay, so we're looking at a weekly chart. This is our reference to see, okay, are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? We know we're in an uptrend when we're above that 50-week. That's one of the most important things to understand. Okay, the next most important thing to understand is to go back here to GME and make sure that you're not buying up here. Okay, how do you do that? Well, we have tools over here on TradingView that we could use. So, for example, 65. That was 73% off of the mean. 73% off of the mean. So that's like going to the grocery store and buying your groceries at a 73% premium. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay, and you really don't want to do that when you're investing into assets you're trying to buy low and sell high, because that's truly the goal. Okay, and we had this dip down here on GME. This was the time to buy. The next thing to think about is the stochastic RSI. So again, we're weekly chart. We are weekly chart focused. Okay, this is a longer-term trend. So when we buy off these green dots, we're not expecting to make money the next day. We're expecting to make money either 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks later. Okay, because we want to sell when the wave is back up here off the green dot. Okay, a lot of people get antsy when they trade the weekly, including myself. Okay, because again, the trend is always down as long as the last dot is red, and it's up when it's green. So when we're going through these charts, when we're going through your guys' requests today, I want you guys to pay attention to where we are in the wave, okay, on the trading indicator. And if you guys don't have the trading indicator, again, it is available to purchase right over here and load directly into your TradingView account. You literally have to click 2 buttons, Okay, 2 buttons, and you guys have all the same tools I'm going to be talking about here today. Okay, it's a $300 investment. Okay, you support the channel. You're now using the tools needed, or to at least help you become a better trader. Because if you're just winging it right now, if you're just buying when everyone's talking about it on Twitter like they are with GME, you're going to get crushed. And let's see how much GME is down today. Okay, GME is down over 30% today. So again, if you would have bought it yesterday when everyone's talking about it, you're down 30%. You're down a massive amount, almost cut in half your portfolio, because again, you're buying at the wrong time. We're using technical analysis to time our entries, guys. We do this so we don't get crushed. We do this so we don't buy up here. Okay, the people that say Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, technical analysis doesn't work are the same people that were buying Bitcoin up here at 60, 70K back in 2021. Okay, we don't want to sit through a cycle like this on our assets. We don't want to watch our assets go from 70 all the way down to 16 or 17, right? We don't want to watch that. We want to get in when the time is right. Okay, when we break out over our mean, okay, we get back over the mean. Okay, you don't want to, again, you could try to time the dip down here, whatever, but we want to return to mean. Okay, the return to mean, and then we want to break out over our 50-week. Okay, and that's the EMA. And you guys will also get this on your charts, these EMAs. I got the 200, the 50, and the 9 all in there. Okay, and I'm sure I'll talk about those here in this video today, but all of this is available at that link over there in the Discord. The link is in the description and pinned in the comments section. So, again, the first time to buy Bitcoin was right there on that bounce at 26. Bang, you got the green dot, and this thing's just been on a tear ever since. I really like the direction right now. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. We just hit 65 here live on the video as we're recording this. The stop loss on Bitcoin is simple, guys. It's 60K. It's 60K right there. And the weekly stochastic, where's it at? It's down here on the ground for the first time since September of 2023. That doesn't always mean that we're going to reverse, but the last time it was way down there when the wave was down there on the stochastic, that light blue line, the stochastic RSI, was back here in September. Again, the price was 26K. It went all the way up to 70. So what I'm waiting on to be absolutely certain, again, what we're waiting on to be absolutely certain of this is the Bitcoin green dot. The next green dot, I think, is going to be insane, guys. It is going to send the market into just crazy phase, right? It's going to be nuts. Okay, especially if we hold 60K. As long as 60K holds, I truly, truly believe that the green dot is going to come in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, I was saying 1 to 3 last week. I'm 1 to 2 weeks, as long as 60K holds. And we're getting a really nice bounce here today. And if you zoom into the daily chart, again, that's trying to break out over that 50 weeks. So we'll see what Bitcoin has in store this week. Of course, we're going to be updated. And that green dot is going to be called out over here the second that it happens inside of Overkill alerts. You see we had a ton of these go off. I got to cover these maybe on, we're going to cover these on Saturday's video. All these alerts that went off over the last couple of weeks. I got most of them loaded in here in the look and the buy list. Like I said, I'm going to try to get to this today, but no promises because you guys got quite a few alerts here. So, yeah, Bitcoin's dot. You see we got an Ethereum daily big green dot. I actually wanted to take a second to talk about this as well because this is going to be a new feature that's added into the channel. Okay, what I want to do is I want to talk about the difference between the big green dot. There is a big green dot when you go to set an alert on your indicator. Okay, there is a big green dot and a small green dot. So the big green dots, okay, are the most bullish. They are the best signal you can get in regards to technical analysis and buying. And then there are the small green dots. So what I'm doing is I'm adding this into the channel, the daily big green dot alerts. So right now, how the alerts are set up, you can see we just call out the weekly greens and the reds because again, green means buy, red means sell. It's really that simple. Okay, so with that being said, okay, those are the small green dots. These are just small green dots because again, the dots don't come on the weekly charts very much, guys. Okay, they don't come they come like every 2 or 3 months sometimes it takes. Okay, but the daily big green dot will actually come before we get the weekly dot. Okay, and you're seeing it on Ethereum right now. So the big green dot is when there is a dot down here. You guys can probably not see that very well, but there is a dot right here on my screen, and there's also one right here on my screen. They are very, very small and hard to see. Let me actually pull up one of ICP. Okay, ICP, you can see there's a big one right there. That's because we had divergence there. And then we have this lighter shade down here. You can see on these green dots back here, there was no there was no dot down here. So that is considered a big green dot on the daily chart. Those normally come before, the weekly dots. So the weekly dots are literally the most bullish, okay? But also the daily dots are ones I'm going to experiment on moving forward here, and these are going to be called out in the alerts as well. So again, you're still going to get the weekly signals over here. Again, the weekly signal is probably the most bullish for the macro investor, but the daily big green dots, not the small green dots, only the one that has the big green dots are going to be called out. So this one wouldn't have been called out. 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 This is the only one that's going to get called out over here on the daily chart. The big green dots, they are considered the trigger wave. The trigger wave, meaning that is the low, that is the bottom. Okay, and if this trend continues, that was pretty accurate back there on Bitcoin. It told you to buy it right there at 59 or 60. So we'll see if this breakout is for real. Again, the trade is 60K. So again, the big green dots on the daily charts, again, I got to go through and set all these up because there's a bunch of them going off, but Ethereum is now showing one. And again, these will normally come before you get the weekly dot. So it's important to understand where this dot is because that's where you could set your stop loss, right? So the stop loss on Bitcoin is at the bottom of the big green dot on the daily chart right there at 58K. Okay, at the bottom of that candle that we got the dot on. Okay, so if you're using the daily big green dots, that's how to set a stop loss. You set it at the bottom of the candle. You got the daily big green dot on. So as long as that holds, we are bullish. Okay, we are bullish on the name. So I'm going to call the true stop loss 58K here on Bitcoin. As long as that holds, I'm bullish. I'm bullish, and the confirmation of us going higher is going to be the green dot, the green dot on the weekly. And again, these are just the small ones. These are just, I'm bullish on any weekly dot that comes out. And as soon as we get the green weekly dot, that is when you can set your macro stop loss. Okay, your macro stop loss. Like right now, we don't even have a stop loss on the weekly. But because I'm looking at the daily and where the big green dot, okay, that's called the trigger wave where you get the big green dot. And again, if you want to set an alert, you just hit right click on the indicator, hit the add alert, and just set this. I do once per bar. You then get an email and things like that when it comes. Okay, there's a bunch of different ways to get it. I get it inside the app. I get the email, and I also punch it over there to the Discord channel. So I just wanted to update you guys. But you see these big green dots on the daily chart? Okay, they are buy signals, just like the green ones over here on the weekly. So they always give you a level to use to trade because, again, if you're taking a trade on Bitcoin right now, your risk to the downside is only 7%. 7% off of using a stop loss at that level. That's how much you're risking. I mean, that's very, very low. I don't like to risk more than 15% on any trade, okay, on any trade. So I hope you guys understand it. If not, hit me over in the Discord. I'll try to explain it more, but I just want you guys to know, pay attention, right? The weekly green dots are going to be called out, and also the big green dots on the daily chart will be called out. So you got weekly and daily signals. Now, again, the dailies are only calling out the big ones, okay? The big ones, these ones down here, okay? And again, we still want to take into consideration on the daily if we're in an uptrend, right? Are we above our 50-week? The daily chart, I like to use the 200. That's very common on a daily chart, the 200 EMA. That's the dark blue line on a daily. Okay, that's about the 6-month average. Okay, you think about 2 years or 200 days, that's about just under 6 months. Okay, and then the 50-week moving average. So if you're using a 50 EMA on a weekly chart, that's the yearly moving average. So those are the two AMAs I like to pay attention to the most. Again, different time frames, different signals, but you got to understand it all maps together. Each one of these weekly bars is really just seven of these candles into one. Okay, 7 candles forming into one candle. So it's they call it candlestick math. If you guys are having a hard time understanding it, go look up candlestick math on YouTube and you can get some more information about it. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into your guys' chart requests here. And by the way, congratulations to whoever won the $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I'd love to give another $1,000 worth of Bitcoin back to you guys. I think I'm going to do that every time I hit 1,000 followers. I'll go ahead and give back $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. So if we can get the 2,000 followers on YouTube here, I'd be happy to send over some more Bitcoin. But it looks like Tinko was the winner of that. And yes, you do have to be a Spartan in order to participate in the giveaways. But you guys can get more information about that, the membership over here, by watching this video. You'll get all the alerts and everything we do here on this channel. We're just heating up, baby. It's May. and we're coming at you. We're coming at this thing full bore. Okay, we're not sleeping, folks. We're on top of this market, and I feel like we have been from the beginning. Okay, our signals are pretty damn accurate, and you know, everything's a learning experience. If you mess up, okay, you learn your lesson and you keep going forward. That's just a life lesson with anything. Same thing with trading and anything you do in life. Just keep it pushing, man. You might fail. You just got to get back up and learn. Okay, write it down. My biggest advice to anyone learning how to trade or getting into this is to follow a set of rules. Okay, that is why we have our rules over here, our trading rules. We are always following these. 90% of people fail because they don't have a plan in this profession. So I'd highly recommend you guys sit down. You guys could use our rules over here. You could switch them up. You could do whatever it takes. Again, we are weekly, long-term investors, right? We're looking for moves on the weekly chart. Okay, we're only buying assets trending above our 50-week moving average. That is this light blue line. As long as we are above that, we're in an uptrend. If we're down below it, we're in a downtrend. Simple. Okay, we enter and exit positions on the trading indicator. So the green dots are the ones we want to enter on. We do not enter positions unless we have the green dot on either the daily. Okay, and when I say green dot on the daily, I'm talking about the big green dot, the signals that are called out over there in Overkill alerts, or the weekly. Okay, the weekly dot on the weekly chart. Those are the ones we're entering on. Okay, I think the best ones to enter on, though, moving forward are going to be the daily big green dots. After the research and after a lot of analysis, I think these big green dots are the best ones to enter on, and they don't come very often. Okay, this one was massive here on Bitcoin there at 58K, and you're seeing a bounce right here, right now. So again, green means up, red means down. Our sell strategy is when the stochastic RSI, this light blue line, when that thing hits the white dotted line up here on the weekly chart. Again, boom. That is what we're looking for. We're looking for the sell point. You can see that came right there at 74K on Bitcoin. Okay, when we hit that line, that's when we look to take profits. And yes, it could keep running a little bit afterwards, but of course, we're traders. We're never trying to time the top, okay, and we're never trying to time the bottom. We're trying to get in when it makes sense, okay, buying when it makes sense, when it's close to our mean, our average price, okay, and selling when people are just going nuts. I would have been selling the crap out of GME yesterday. Okay, I mean, that was just an insane move. Okay, I mean, you're talking, people are buying this thing up, you know, 487% off the green dot. Look at the daily chart. The daily chart you're about to get wrecked on. Okay, so I got GME on the look at the buy list just because there's a lot of liquidity coming into it, but I'm not buying it way up here. I'd buy it maybe on the next green dot on the daily chart, and I'll go ahead and set one of those right now. Okay, we'll go ahead and see what happens with GME here. I'll put that in the Discord over there so you guys will get called out. But if that thing comes back down to 16, maybe, but no way I'm buying it up here at 33. Okay, we are way too overextended. Wait till that stochastic comes back down there on the floor and gives you a green dot. That's what you want to buy. That's where you want to buy it. Is it a momentum trade? Yes. But if you're trading this thing, I would not be trading the daily. I'd be trading the 5 minute and 15 right now, trying to make little scalps. But that is not what we do here on this channel. Again, we have our rules, and we're sticking to them, folks. Rule number 5, again, don't be greedy. Do not be greedy, okay? Again, if you're up 450% like you were on GME yesterday, if you bought back here on this green dot on the 17th, okay, congratulations. Okay, you made 450%. That's where you take profits. Okay, you don't lose your mind and just keep holding because now you're down 30% and now you don't know what to do. You got to take profits, folks. And I think the best place to take profits is when the stochastic RSI hits the white dotted line on the weekly. You saw it was time to take profits here. It was time to take profits here. And it's going to be time to take profits here. They got earnings and stuff coming up as well. So GME is an interesting play, folks, but don't fall for the trap. Okay, don't be exit liquidity. Okay, don't be the people that are down 30% today. Okay, and that was easy. We're never buying assets when the weekly stochastic is up here on the white dotted line. Never. We're only buying when the weekly stochastic is down here on the bottom. Okay, right down there on the bottom. That is the place you want to buy. Okay, not up here. We want to buy the bottom of the wave, not the top of the wave. Okay, with that being said, let's get these chart requests rolling here, baby. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone had a good week. You know, I've been chilling. I've been driving, honestly. 3,000 miles in 8 days, just mobbing. Okay, first request today is going to be Gala. Okay, Gala. Again, we're not on the zero line yet. I wouldn't try to play this one. The daily green dot will probably come here today. I'm going to go ahead and set up alerts on these as well. I want to go ahead and do this on the fly. So I'm going to actually call this out for you on the big green dot over here. So once per bar, again, the big green dot on the daily chart is the one we're looking for. That'll be the buy signal for you. Okay, that thing will come over there inside the Discord for you, and that'll pop off. So again, the last one, the last big daily green dot came right back here. Okay, boom, right there on the 28th. Okay, I think that thing's probably really, really close here. It's not, it's right on the 50-week too, so we're sitting right on the mean. So Gala doesn't look bad. Again, I'd wait for the confirmation of the signal on the daily or either the weekly. Theta. Okay, that one's also still coming down. Again, wait on the confirmation from either the weekly or the daily. Okay, I'm going to go through and set alerts on most of these names, on the names on our watch list for the daily big green dots here today. Okay, but again, we're still sitting a little far off the 50, so again, wait on confirmation on that one. We got that chain link. Link USDT. Okay, also where we sitting? Down here on the floor. So this is something we really want to pay attention to. Okay, the next, you know, if you get the big green dot, you got the big one down here. So I don't think Link's going to break 1172, guys. That was where we wicked down there. I think the level to watch on that is 1172. Again, green dot will be the tail on Link, and just be patient. Just be patient. If you're buying here, okay, I would wait. Okay, just wait for the green dot, see where it comes. That's the best thing you can do as a trader, folks. We do not want to buy unless we get the green dot. Okay, there's no support level until we get the green dot. The ICP, I bought this one yesterday. Okay, off this daily big green dot. You guys can see that big green dot down there on the indicator. It's bouncing right on the 200 EMA. So what I'm doing to trade this one is I'm setting a stop loss at $11. Okay, off the big green dot down here. And again, I'm gonna go set these big green dots for the names in our alerts, in our watch list after this video. I don't want to do it on the fly. That would take a long time. But again, if I get a big daily green dot like I did over here, you got one right here last time. That one wasn't, that one wasn't, that one. This one was. Okay, daily big green dot. Again, super simple to set these alerts. Okay, you simply just right click and then hit once per bar and then create, boom, you get an email on your name. These are the daily dots I'm buying, folks. And of course, those come before the weekly dot. Okay, the weekly dot. The daily big green dots come before the weekly dots. And I like how ICP is sitting right down here on the floor. Again, that green dot will be the absolute confirmation, but full disclosure, I have a position on this, and 1117 is where we bounced right there. So I'm using a stop loss at about 1090. Okay, if 1090 breaks, I'm wrong. Meaning if this level breaks right here, I'm wrong on my trade. Okay, and I'm willing to be wrong, but I want to be wrong really fast. Okay, if I'm right, and this direction is really up, next, okay, I'll know where to sell when the weekly stochastic gets back up here at the white dotted line. So I'm thinking the bottom is in for ICP here, and I got a stop loss at about 1090. Okay, I'll be wrong if we get a red dot here in the next couple days or we break that level. Okay, I like ICP though. Chainlink looks good. Both of those look really good. Stock OSS from Kathleen. This is One Systems. Let's check the weekly ugly. See, this is a good example of what we don't want to trade. Okay, big push up. Okay, we're below the 50-week though. We're in a downtrend, 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 downtrend. Okay, downtrend, 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 downtrend. Okay, uptrend. We want to buy it an uptrend above the mean. So because this is below the 50-week, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch that thing. BTC monthly chart. Okay, the monthly chart is the biggest chart you can look at in regards to technical analysis here. So this thing does have a red dot. Okay, that does have a red dot on the monthly here, which is something to definitely pay attention. You guys can see the red dots in the past have resulted in drops. Okay, but one thing I will say about this red dot is that it has not closed yet. So as long as we're holding our 58K level, we got nothing to be worried about, except that is showing. So that closes in about 15 days. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin here if we got one more leg up. If this breakout is for real, I do like where the weekly chart is sitting and how it's coiling up here. But if we get a big candle down, can we break that 58K? I'm saying 58K is the 60 to 58K is the current support. But again, we still don't have our green dot confirmation. That's why I really, really want to be careful here with crypto. Okay, and set tight stop losses. Because again, if 60K or 58K breaks, okay, we could definitely be going lower. If you want to be absolutely sure on direction, okay, wait for the green dot on the weekly. But if you are trading a monthly chart, you should have been in here on the green dot back here at 26K, right? You also could have been adding right here in January at 18. So that's a really good trade if you got in right here, right, on the monthly. I mean, you're up 170%. I mean, most people are happy with 5% a year. So if you are trading the dots on the monthly chart, I would be exiting here. Okay, I would be at least taking half off and waiting for a pullback. Because if this prints, again, it hasn't printed yet. We have 15 days. We have 2 weeks to shove this thing back up. 2 weeks. Okay, so we have 2 weeks to get going here on the weekly. And I do like the stochastic being down here on the floor. Again, the full confirmation for me on the weekly is going to be the green dot. If you're trading a monthly chart, yes, I would probably be taking some off the table here. I'd be taking half off or at least selling some. Because again, if you're trading the monthly, you got in down here at 26, and you should be out up here at 64. That's 170%. Again, most Americans, most people around the world are fine with having 5%. Okay, that's ridiculous. So yeah, that's a sell signal there on the monthly for Bitcoin. Okay, and we'll see if it holds, if it confirms. It has to close. It has to close red. Okay, meaning this month has to end and June has to begin. Then the red dot cannot be taken off of the chart. Okay, then it cannot be taken off of the chart. Thank you for calling that out. That is something to pay attention to. Here's QNT. Again, guys, on this channel, we are weekly chart focused. So we're focused on weekly charts. QNT is still ugly here. I got a stop loss where we bottomed back here at 82. I mean, it could probably come back down here to 82 and bounce. That would be a double bottom. Again, just wait on that confirmation of the green dot either there on the weekly, or you're actually getting a big green dot here on the daily as well. So that's also a signal to you here. I'll call that one out for you. Over there, bang. Okay, so there's QNT popping off with a daily. So if you want to play this daily big green dot, use your stop loss at 82. Again, that's where we wick down to right there. It's where we wick down to right there. And again, the weekly dot, the weekly chart, stochastics on the floor, so that's great. Okay, that's great. Okay, so 82 is your level you want to play there on QNT. Here's Algo. Okay, 14 cents is still the level again. No green dot on the weekly there. Daily chart's getting down there though, and we're just kind of bouncing around in a consolidation pattern. So we've been in this kind of pattern for a minute now. We've been just kind of going sideways, been range bound. Okay, just kind of going sideways, going sideways, going sideways. We're not really making a move. Where we bounced last was about 14 cents. So 14 cents really needs to hold, or this thing could get ugly. Again, wait for the confirmation, guys. Either plan your entries on the weekly chart when you get the green dot, okay, or on the daily when you get the big green dot down here. The big green dot doesn't always come on these names. Okay, it does not always come on these names. So 14 cents is the macro support there. Again, I don't really like how this one's just trending below that 50 EMA. It's not my favorite. I want something like Bitcoin that's super bullish, like super above that. Okay, you can see it's way above the, right, I want to buy it as close to it as possible, but I want to know the trend is strong here. Okay, if you look at Algo, okay, it's just kind of, yeah, right, it's been in this downtrend, tried to break out, didn't happen. Okay, so it's just kind of, I don't know. It's just not one of my favorite charts I'm looking at right now. I think there's a lot better names than Algo right now, but if you own it, use a stop loss at that 14 cent level there. We got XRP, USD. Okay, XRP still just not really moving, right? Just range bound at the moment. Okay, wait on the green dot on that one. Okay, daily charts giving you a green dot today. So we're attempting a bounce today, but I want to wait for that weekly confirmation on XRP here. Okay, wait on that confirmation here. You can see it's pretty accurate, right? You get the green dot down here, you rip. You get the green dot here, you rip. Okay, green dot here, you rip. Green dot here, you rip. Okay, wait for that confirmation on XRP. If it comes down to 40 cents, maybe buy it. But again, if you want to be absolutely sure as a trader, wait on confirmation from the trading indicator. Let the direction be in your favor. Once you get the green dot, you can then set your stop loss right at the bottom of the candle that it came on. Meaning, if we get this green dot, it should not break down, guys. It should not break that candle. Okay, I always actually use the week of the last week after the green candle, so the one we got before it. So 50 cents would have been my stop loss right here. That would have been a 10% risk. Okay, and this thing ripped all the way up to 75. That was a big ripper there. So again, XRP waiting on the confirmation of the green dot. FET. Okay, still coming down. Okay, waiting on confirmation on that one as well. GRT. GRT is also sitting here on the floor. We got 19 cents as a stop loss. Okay, that's above our 50-week moving average. Again, we're still above it, just waiting on confirmation. I really like this one, and that one had the trigger wave. How do you hide this damn thing? There we go. Okay, we had the trigger wave down there. Okay, you got the small green dot right there. Or I'm sorry, the big green dot, big green dot, big green dot. That was an excellent entry right there at 22. Okay, 22 was an excellent entry. That was a bounce right off the 200. Again, if we're bouncing on the 200 on the daily and getting the big green dot, that is a great opportunity to add or buy or take a position. Okay, when the green dot comes, okay, I think this one's going to go. GRT is one of my favorites. As of right now, we do not have that confirmation on the weekly just yet, but I think, again, if we decide to run, okay, if 22 cents holds, that thing's going to come. Okay, it's going to come fast. Okay, and it's going to be crazy. But this trend is super strong here. Super strong. Okay, the true macro support, set a stop loss at 20 cents on GRT. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, again, the green dot will be the absolute confirmation. Wait on confirmation or just make sure we hold 20 cents. It's really that simple, folks. QNT we covered. You say this Peepee or Peppy or I don't know. PEPE. Thing's still ripping. Okay, going for the breakout here. I mean, they're just parabolic in this one. I don't know what's going on here. I wouldn't be touching it up here though. I'd be in on the daily chart trying to trade this one. It's trying to break out here at the moment, but look how overbought it is on the daily, and the weekly still pretty high up there as well. Okay, you could have got in on this candle right here a couple weeks ago. It did the Ripski. There's nothing saying this thing can't continue and break out. Okay, this thing looks really good. I just keep moving my stop loss up here. I put it at 0.007 now. That's a 30% risk. That's a pretty big risk there for a trade, but I mean that's how you got to do it when you're trading these smaller caps, because they move really, really fast. Okay, so my stop loss would probably be down there. I'm going to put it right there at 0.008. DOT. Okay, that one's back into the 100 here. I mean, the level we bounced at was 577. Again, just waiting on confirmation there on DOT. Wait for the green dot confirmation there on polka dot. File. Okay, 450 on file. Again, trying to bounce there at 5. Waiting on confirmation. Wait for the signal, folks. It's going to get called out right over here, just like it always does. Okay, just like it always does. I think we're close, but we're not quite there. We're not quite there. Okay, we need that confirmation. We need the green dot. We need to be absolutely sure. Okay, that signal last time netted at a very, very, very good trade. That was over 100% move right there off the green dot. Again, if you were getting in right there, okay, 110% move off that dot right there. Again, selling when we get close to that white dotted line there. That's when we take our profits. Okay, we're looking to enter down here, but waiting on confirmation on file. Okay, wait for confirmation. Here's HNT. HNT is still holding its range of 366. So the dot came there on this candle, but it went away. It didn't close. Okay, the week didn't close. So we're continuing a trend down. Again, if you added on that green dot, just add again on the next one. Okay, just go in again on the next one. Average down on your position. I don't know where it's going to bottom. I don't see it breaking $3.36. That's where the buyer stepped in right here. So if it comes back down to around 3.5, great. I'd buy it. Right, you got the trigger wave down here at 390, and then boom, it just did the Ripski. Okay, so I'm really liking these daily big green dots. I mean, the more I look at these charts, these are the ones, right, that you want to be entering on, but you want to be entering on them close to that 200-day. Okay, I know it didn't net right there, but you had your stop loss set. Right, but that was a nice trigger wave right there. So the low right now is 336. So this thing could grind back down here. We'll see. Okay, wait for the weekly confirmation on this one on the green dot. Okay, that'll be your signal we're going higher. We're not there yet. Wait on that confirmation. Here's Shiba. Okay, still coming down. Again, waiting on confirmation. We're still sitting at a pretty big premium here on Shiba. Okay, you're talking about a 30% premium at the moment. So again, just waiting on confirmation, folks. Waiting on confirmation. Here's Near. Near's still red as well. It's just grinding here, right? It's just grinding. I think the green dot could come on this one shortly if we don't fall, but This one, again, is trading at too big of a premium for me, for my liking, at 45% off of the 50 EMA. Right, if I were to be buying this, I'd probably have to set a stop loss at 560. Again, waiting on that green dot confirmation. As long as 560 holds, we're in a bull flag right now. Okay, bull flag pattern. I want to buy it closer to 390, but this trend is very, very strong here, folks. Very, very strong trend. Okay, I would have wanted to buy this dip, right? There was your daily big green dot right there. Bang, on the 18th. Rip. 520, rip it up. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful signal right there on the daily. And again, I'm going to be setting these for you guys. I don't want to do it right now because, again, it's going to take some time, but you're going to get the daily big green dots and the weekly dots, okay, called out over here from now on. Okay, we've seen one on QNT today, and we've seen one on ETH. Okay, so pay attention. Okay, pay attention. I'm going to be covering these also in a video every week. Okay, this is going to be part of the Overkill watch list. We're going to hit these, and I haven't hit these in 2 weeks because, again, I've been MIA traveling and stuff. I apologize, but we're getting back to business here, folks. Back to business. Okay, NEAR looks really strong. Algo, we covered. VeChain, VET. I actually closed out my position on VeChain and rolled it into ICP. ICP is the only crypto I'm currently holding at the moment. Okay, that one also has a big green dot there on the daily as well. Okay, big green dot there on the daily chart as well. Bang. Okay, that's getting called out over there. But my stop loss on this now is 0.032. Okay, 0.032 off the trigger wave there. That is the stop loss. Again, these big green dots come before the weekly. So we'll see if we get this bounce here. I think it's going to be a really interesting week. The inflation data obviously was a good sign. The way that the market's taken, at least right now, if you're going to trade VeChain right now, set a stop loss at 0.032. 0.032. Again, the stochastics down here on the floor. This looks good. I'm expecting maybe a couple of these candles like that over the next coming weeks and then a rip. Okay, but that's a buy signal right there. Again, you got to use your stop loss at 0.032. Call it 0.03. Okay, set it at 3 cents. 3 cents. Again, that is just part of our trading rules here. Set a stop loss. You need the green dot in order to identify your stop loss. That's very important to understand. If you're buying based on this green dot, you need to make the low of this green dot, okay, your stop loss. That way you're risking absolutely nothing. I mean, a trade like this, you're literally risking 5%. 5% to the downside, okay? You're not risking 30% or 40% or 50%. You're risking 3%, okay? 5%, I'm sorry, okay? Because, again, if it breaks that level, we're wrong, and we're going to continue to go down, okay? We're wrong on the trend if that breaks. That green dot is a liar. But these things in the past have been very, very accurate, okay? Very, very accurate. And I like the fact that it's bouncing right on the 200 EMA here. I'd be a buyer off this VeChain daily signal here, okay, with a stop loss of 0.03. VeChain, we got TAO. That one is in a downtrend. I just don't. Disgusting. Not enough. Is it TAO USD? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong chart. Yeah, it's just in a downtrend. Too new. There's not enough. There's no data on the indicator for me to look at it. BCB. Okay, also just getting crushed here. Wait for that dot. Okay, wait for the signal. Wait for the signal or one of these doji candles. But right now we're a falling knife, so be careful on that. Blockchain bets, again, wait for the signal. That was a big move up. Okay, now wait for the signal. It's not on Coinbase, so it will not be added into the watch list. I only use Coinbase to trade. I'm not plugging Coinbase or anything, but I don't add it to my watch list if I can't buy it. And I only use Coinbase to trade. So 15 cents is the level to watch on this one. We're sitting right here on the 50. Again, just wait on that confirmation. Let me check the daily for you. Okay, the daily, yeah, we need to hold 15 cents. If you're in on this one, it needs to hold 15 cents. But until we get that confirmation, we're remaining sellers of the name. Okay, we need that green dot confirmation there on the weekly chart. What do we got here? Chain, we got Unibot. Chain, GPT. GPT. USD. This looks like another altcoin. Again, nice trend here. Coming down into the 50. Okay, we're getting close to our mean. Okay, good setup here. Again, not on Coinbase, but that's okay. Okay, that's okay. We're sitting right here, getting close to the 50. Just wait for the confirmation on either the daily. Okay, the daily looks like it wants to print a big green dot. But again, we're just kind of, we're still just puking. We need the breakout, right? We need that green dot. Wait for that green dot signal on the weekly. Wait for the signal on the weekly on that one. Unibot. Okay, ugly. Okay, ugly. Okay, if you're, I mean, that's just ugly. Just a big, massive, ouch. I don't know what happened there. Okay, but if you want to trade it, use a stop loss at 12. That's the signal off the dot. That's the stop loss off the green dot. Again, that's a big falling knife. Okay, you did get the green dot. So if you're trading Unibot, if you know something about it that I don't, I have no idea what this is. $12 is your stop loss. Floki. Floki, Floki, Floki. What do you guys think? We got a break over 70K on Bitcoin. We're gonna get the breakout here. We're sitting at 65 today. Look at this, Floki, nice doji here. Okay, 0.016 would be the level, but again, I want to buy when this wave is closer to 0 on the weekly, folks. If we don't have a plan, we could get crushed. This one's still trading at a big premium, and I'm not saying it can't do the Ripski, but it's 60% off of its mean. That's sell territory for me. Okay, that's sell territory for me. So, you know, I mean, with that monthly dot on Bitcoin, folks, there is a chance that we're going into one of these bull traps where, you know, we could think we're going up and we end up getting flushed on. Okay, that is totally normal. That's totally a possibility. Okay, especially with the monthly dot on Bitcoin, that could definitely happen. So that is why, though, we use our stop loss. For example, on ICP, if I'm entering here, if this breaks, I'm out. I lost 10%. 10% was my max loss. It's not going to be 50% or 60% if we come all the way back down to 9. Okay, it's going to be, boom, 10% loss if I'm wrong off that dot. So that's what you guys got to do as traders. Is you got to have a level you're playing, right? I'm playing the bounce off the 200 here. Okay, I'm playing this big green dot down here that is pretty damn accurate, or at least has been in the past. Okay, I'm not saying this is going to go up, but the indicator's telling me there's a good chance that it could happen. So just keep that in mind, folks. I'd love to know where you guys think we're at, where you guys think we're at right now. If we're in some type of bull trap, return to normal, maybe we're somewhere in here still. I have no idea. Okay, if you were to ask me, I think we're somewhere right in here. Okay, right between greed and return to normal. There is a chance I think we could get one more leg up before the big dip. Okay, especially on Bitcoin. I think it could go up there and hit 100K. Okay, there's definitely that chance. Again, we're just, as traders, we're just playing the levels. Okay, right now the level on Bitcoin is 60K. Okay, 60K is the level to watch. We need to hold, I'm going to actually say 58K. As long as 58K holds, okay, we're still in an uptrend, a massive uptrend. Like, the trend is still massively strong. There's still money flowing in. The stochastic is sitting at 0. Okay, there's a lot of mixed signals right now. Okay, and then the monthly red dot, though, is the wild card here. You can see that came back here in February. So if that closes like that, okay, you really need to be sure to set your stop losses, because you don't want to ride a dip back down to 28 or so. Okay, so that's why it's very important to wait on confirmation, folks. Very, very important to wait on confirmation, to know, to be 100% sure, not 100%, but 90% sure. I'm a lot more confident in holding something that has a green dot than a red dot. Okay, as long as the last dot's green, we're going up. As long as it's red, we're going down. No one can truthfully tell you when we're going to hit the bottom. I can't tell you when this green dot is going to come. I can predict it and say, if we hold this level, okay, and this price action continues, okay, I could say it's in the next 1 to 2 weeks, but I don't know that for sure. The only way I'm going to know is when it actually comes on the chart and tells me. This is AI, folks. This is AI. This isn't me. This is AI calling these out, okay, and it's been pretty accurate for a very, very long time. It even called the top up here, okay? Okay, called the top up here off our strategy hitting the white dotted line there. So, Loki, again, I don't know your position. If you're holding it, if you're already in it, but if you are, the level to watch is 1.4. But I don't like buying things 60% off of the. I want to buy it when it's right into it, right? I want to buy it right there. Boom, that was your chance to buy Floki right there. That green dot literally netted you. Okay, if you use the strategy, okay, 890%. So something's up 890%. Okay, I'm kind of chilling on it, right? The move has happened, in my opinion. That was the move from here to here. Now I got to wait for this to reset and come back down. Okay, that could be months and months away. But again, if you're holding it, okay, 0.0014 is the level. But again, we want to enter the week of the green dot. We want to be in the week of or the week before the green dot, because again, the daily will call out the dots. Okay, this big green dot, again, that was called out back there, that big green dot signal there on the daily, ripper. Okay, that was called out down here. These come before the weekly. Okay, they come before the weekly. Okay, and that's why they're called out over there in the Discord. So, Floki, I'm more of a seller than a buyer. I got a stop loss at 0.014. Okay, last dot is red, so we got to be bearish on the name. Link, we covered Ada Cardano. Okay, Ada's just, again, hanging out right around the 50. The level to watch on this one's 40 cents. We got to hold 40 cents. If that breaks, again, no confirmation of the green dot just yet. So you shouldn't be entering. Okay, you shouldn't be taking positions. If you are taking a position, use a stop loss at 39. But again, waiting on the confirmation of the green dot is the best thing you could do here on Ada Cardano right now. Chronos. CROUSD. Okay, this one's putting in a nice bull flag here. Again, we're still way above. We're about 20% off of that. Let's look at the daily here. Okay, the daily's getting down here too. So I think we could see another trigger wave here. This looks really good from a daily perspective. I got a stop loss at 11 cents on that. Okay, 11 cents is your stop loss. Again, confirmation if you want to be absolutely sure, but not a bad place, in my opinion, to start nibbling with where the daily chart is. Again, this chart is still extremely, extremely bullish. And as long as we hold the 200, okay, that dark blue line on the daily, I'd be bullish on this one. That dot's probably going to come here in the next couple days there on the daily. Here's NKN. Okay. NKN, again, down here on the floor. Just need the confirmation. Still a falling knife. Okay, I just wait for confirmation on a name like this. Okay, because you could get flushed on. Again, we're sitting right near the 50, but again, just wait for the confirmation, guys. Wait for the confirmation of the dot. Wait for the confirmation of the dot. HMT, we covered BBAI. That one's putting in a nice little doji here on the weekly, but it is below our 50-week moving average. So, again, that's another one I'd be waiting for confirmation on. The daily chart looks pretty good. Looks like you got the big green dot on the daily there. But the weekly chart, again, giving you the doji here. So, just set a stop loss at 140, okay, if you want to play it. But no confirmation just yet. 140's got a hold on BBAI. Looks like another AI play there. That's a stock. Interesting. I'm actually going to set the weekly alert for that one. It is below our 50-week, but if that comes... Yeah, it's below the 50-week, so I'm not going to add it in. It's an AI play, so I kind of want to keep an eye on it. So I will add it to the watch list. It looks newer. And we also have a tool over here inside the Discord if you guys are new. It's called the research tool. You can type in /info and then your ticker. Boom. Okay, you can see it's a $396 million company. Okay, so pretty small. Hey, based in Columbia, Maryland. I actually know where that is. But, yeah, just another AI play for you here. You did get the trigger wave there, so my stop loss, again, would be right there at 141 on the trade. Okay, nice big green dot there. That thing came right there at 147. You're already up quite a bit. But if you use those stop loss at 141, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't trade it. Again, it's a lower cap coin, so it's like a penny stock. Okay, so I am going to set... Did I set the alert on this one? One sec. And I'm going to get these alerts dialed in today with the big green dots on the daily for you guys. Okay, so when those things come, obviously you'll get a head start on the weeklies. It's showing a green dot on the weekly chart. Okay, and then again, with the weeklies, I use the small green dot. Small green dot on the weekly because that's going to call out every single dot on the weekly. Okay, so 141 is the level to watch there on BAAI. If you're trading it, I use a stop loss right there at that level. NRDY. Nerdy. Okay, this one's ugly. I don't want to touch it. It's just ugly. I want to wait for it breaks out over the 50 there. Okay, wouldn't touch that one. INJ. INJ, again, wait on confirmation. The level to watch right there is 20. 20 is the level to watch. Ew, you got the death cross there on the daily. Not looking good. Okay, not looking good there on INJ. Let's wait for confirmation on that one. Waiting for confirmation on that one. Cody, COTI. Okay, that one's sitting right on its 50-week. Level I'm watching is 9. Stochastic's back on the floor. Okay, just need the green dot confirmation. Okay, I'd be in here on the daily, maybe trying to time that bounce there. Okay, green dot on the daily, I'd take my entry and I'd use that as a stop loss. Okay, when you get the weekly down here near the 50, and when you get the stochastic down here at 0 on the weekly, that is when I recommend zooming into the daily to look for the signal there. Because again, you're getting in on the daily. Again, 7. If we go 7 bars up, a good example of this is H bar. What happened to H bar here? Okay, again, green dot came on this candle. This candle was up 70%. 70%. Okay, look at this move. Okay. That was the daily signal right there. Okay, that was the big green dot on the daily. Okay, this thing absolutely did the rippity-dippity all the way up to 18.5. Okay, and people were buying it up here because, again, this was the week that the dot came on, right? The weekly dot came up here at 18. So people in the cord were buying it at 18. How you could avoid that is by playing these trigger waves, right? Playing the big green dots on the trigger waves. Okay, you would have been cashing out that trade. So not every green dot is created equal, guys. Okay, if something's up 70% on a week, you shouldn't buy it. Okay, and some of you probably learned your lesson on that through H-bar. And I need to do a better job of covering these so you guys know. Okay, because again, I don't want to chase this. Up there, where are we trading? At a 70% premium, right? A 57% premium. If you're buying at 18 cents, you were buying 58% off of this 50-week, off of our yearly moving average, which is our mean. Okay, which is our mean down here. Okay, that is where we want to buy next to this. So again, when this gets close to the 50-week, when it gets near the 50-week, and the stochastic gets closer to the ground, that's when I want to look at the daily, okay? Because again, this daily dot is going to come. The big green dot on the daily, it's going to come before the weekly. It's going to come before the weekly dot happens. It always does. It always does. I'll show you. H-bar right here. Okay, this one came when? Back in February of 2024. February of 2024 was this week right here. February 6th was when that big green dot came right there. Bang. Rip. Okay? Rip. Okay? That was the entry candle. Okay? Right there at 7 cents. All the way up to 14. There's 100% on your money. You just doubled your money. Okay? I'm not saying the H-bar trade is over. Okay? I'd be looking for this one to bounce back up to 18. Okay? If you bought it at 18, you could consider, you know, averaging down on these green dots here, okay, adding to your position on the green dots, and just waiting for it to take off. So now people are just losing their minds because, again, they got crushed. Okay, so you guys got to understand the math that goes into this. Okay, that is why I'm adding the daily big green dots in, because they're just as bullish to me as the weekly green dots. Okay, and if you get one like ICP right now, that it's literally bouncing off of, bouncing off of the 200, to me, that's as bullish as it gets there. Okay, I think there'll be a green dot on ICP in the next 1 to 3 weeks. If I'm wrong, okay, I'm going to get stopped out at 1090. Okay, because if this breaks down below 11, I'm wrong. I understand that. And I'm risking, you know, what did I say, 7% on the trade or something like that, which I'm fine with risking. Every trade has risk. Every trade has risk. You got to manage it, okay? You got to manage it. You got to keep in mind the math and everything that goes in to managing risk. You got to use a stop loss. That's why it's in the rules. Okay, so you don't get crushed. Nothing is 100%. If I was 100% at this, if every trade I made was 100% right, I probably wouldn't be making podcasts, or I'd probably be doing something. I'd probably be on a yacht or something filming this. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be sitting. Well, actually, you know, I'm not complaining right now. I'm out in the country, and you know, I'm loving life. All glory to God. Okay, and I'm grateful to get to share this with you guys and have a community to be around when it comes to investing in economics and things like that, because it's the most interesting thing in the world to me, folks. Okay, these markets move in waves. Okay, these markets move in waves. Okay, and the best time to buy, in my opinion, is when we're down here above the 50-week, coming into it, okay, with a green dot, okay, on the weekly or a daily oversold. Okay, a daily big green dot or a small green dot on the weekly. Those are the two green dots that we're entering on here from now on. Okay, and I'm going to do a better job of covering these overkill alerts every week, so you guys will be able to understand the analysis that goes behind it. Okay, I want to do that. Okay, I'm probably going to do this in Saturday's video here. Okay, we're going to go over this, and we're going to go over the look at the buy list. I don't think we're going to get the look at the buy list today, but on, well, either Friday or Saturday. I'm thinking about switching up the schedule a little bit here. I'll let you guys know inside the Discord of YouTube, but there will be at least 2 episodes a week dropped on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and never miss one, folks. But we will be covering all these names here come in the next episode, which right now is scheduled to be on Saturday. But that could change. Subject to change. Okay? So, where are we at now? Ada, Chrono, cover that. Cody, DSO USD. Okay, that one's getting burnt now. Okay, that was into the 50, but it's breaking down. So this is why it's best to wait on confirmation of the green dot. Okay, that green dot's going to be called out over there inside the Discord. So I'd be patient on this one. Okay, I'd be patient on this one. Ooh, that's a deadly cross there. Wait for that green dot. Okay, if you were playing it back here off the 50, you should have had a stop loss at 22.90 there. Okay, at the bottom of this candle if you were playing that. Okay, but this one is a falling knife as of right now, and again, I'd wait on confirmation of the green dot in order to play that one. Here's SUI. SUI still, again, wait on confirmation. We're sitting on the 50. Just wait for it. Okay, wait for the signal, folks. Wait for the signal. Wait for the signal. Wait for the signal. Here's SEI. Okay, also coming down here. So I just want to say something, guys. From here on out, I'm only trading names that I see these green dots on. Like for the week, I'm only looking to take positions on these. I'm not trading anything with a red dot anymore. Okay, no more buying stuff without green dots. It either has to have a big green dot on the daily in order to buy. SCI's looking like it's going to actually form one here pretty soon. Or it has to have a weekly green dot in order for me to take a position on a name. So I would just be watching this in here, and I'd be trading these names. Okay, these are the names I'd be looking at to trade throughout the weeks. I wouldn't be trading anything else. I wouldn't be trading anything with a red dot. SCI does look like it wants to go ahead and print here. So I'm going to actually take these. I'm going to leave VET, QNT, and ETH, and then I'm going to go ahead and add these daily big green dots in as well by the end of today. So the big green dots on the daily will actually signal. And from my analysis, these things come before the weekly dots come. So just keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. The big green dots on the daily chart on our signals come before the weekly dots. If you can get in before the weekly dots, okay, that's a bonus. Okay, that's a big bonus. Okay, great places to add, great places to take positions are the big green dots on the daily charts. Okay, the weekly charts, again, are good too. But if you're getting in on the daily dots and we're in an uptrend like we are right now, those are, in my opinion, the best place to buy, folks. Both are bullish. Okay, the weekly confirmation is the best confirmation you can get, except in a case like H-bar right here, where, right, people were buying 70% off the mean. But as experienced traders, you know not to chase that. Because why? Because we want to buy as close to this mean as possible. You should have been buying right here when we were touching the mean. Okay, and your stop loss was simple. Your stop loss was right there at 6.069. Okay, let's keep knocking these out here. SCI don't look bad. That one looks like it wants to print a daily. Here's OP USD. Wouldn't it be nice if everything we bought just went straight up, guys? Just everything we bought just went straight up. That'd be so nice. Just immediately, like we didn't have to wait. We just got that 100x move like the next day, like within the next 12 hours. You know, that's how a lot of people think when it comes to this investing stuff. If you're looking at a weekly chart, like this is happening over months. Okay, this is from October all the way up here to December. That's October, November, December. That's 2.5 months. Okay, you got to wait 2.5 months to get those gains. You're not going to get them the next day or the next hour. Okay, that's why you guys just really got to understand the time frames that you're trading. Okay, the weekly chart, it takes weeks. It takes weeks for this. It's at 8, 9, 10 weeks for this move to develop. It wasn't the next day. Okay, again, these green dots on the weekly, that means it's saying that the price action is going to be up over the coming weeks. How do we know when the price action has stopped going up? Either we take profits right here at the white dotted line or we wait for the red dot. It's really that simple. Okay, but as of right now, OP, I wouldn't touch it. Okay, wait on the green dot confirmation there, or the signal from the daily. HDX. Okay, I like how this one's setting up. This one actually looks good. I like the consolidation. That green dot looks like it wants to come here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'd definitely be looking to take a position on this one, but you have to use a stop loss right there at 0.015. Okay, wait on the confirmation there on the weekly. That'll be your signal. I do like that it's consolidating right here on the 50, though. So use a stop loss on that one, Bruno, at 0.012. Mina. Ugly. Okay, breaking down below the 50 there. I'd hold off on that one. Okay, watch to buy that one like around 59 cents. Again, green dot will be the tell. AVAX. Again, everyone's buying AVAX up here at 70. They're down 50% now. I do like that AVAX is setting up here. 29 is the current level I'm watching. That's where this wick came down. Okay, and they bought it right back up. Okay, they did not let it break that 29 level. So if you're playing AVAX, watch 29. But again, the best thing you could do is wait on confirmation. Okay, we're probably going to get a green dot here on the daily here in the next couple of days. So we'll see if this bounces for real. But this looks like the start of what could be something. Okay, if you want to play this, $29 is your stop loss. Again, waiting on confirmation is the best thing you can do. But we are sitting right on that 50 week. So with that being said, I'm in the daily right now looking for entries. Okay, I'm looking to take positions on the daily here. Ideally on these big green dots. Okay, one came right there. Okay, and one came right there. So you're kind of buying in the same range that the trigger waves are coming on. We need this thing to break out. We need it to do it ASAP. Okay, you got a red candle there on AVAX. So the macro monthly charts on crypto are not looking good. These levels absolutely need to hold. If AVAX breaks down below 29, it's going to get ugly. Like, people are going to get crushed. So make sure AVAX holds 29 there. ROSE. Okay, also still coming down here. Okay, level we're watching again is where we wick down here. That was about 7 cents. We're getting pretty close. Confirmation's probably going to come here in the next month or so. I'd say maybe June. Maybe June you'll see that, but you're getting a big trigger wave here on the daily as well. So, yeah, just make sure it holds 7 cents. It has to hold 7, guys. Has to hold 7 cents off that trigger wave. Okay, you got an easy trade on that. Okay, again, if I'm using the green dot to enter here, if I'm using this green dot to enter, my stop loss is right here. Okay, my stop loss is right there. Where is that? Okay, that's about a 11% risk, 12% risk to the downside. So 7 cents is your stop. You're entering on this trigger wave here. Okay, the big green dot on the daily. Okay, now that we're sitting right here and the stochastics on the floor, 7 cents has to be it. If you believe it's going up, 7 cents has to be your stop there on Rose. PNG from Omi. What's up, Omi? Okay, PNG had a green dot last week. We had a stop loss at 40 cents. So as long as 40 cents holds, we're bullish on PNG, looking to trade it, probably on the hourlies. Okay, looking to buy the big pullbacks on the hourlies. But 40 cents, again, big bull flag here. As long as 40 cents holds, we got to be bullish. Okay, that's where we got the signal from there. Okay, you could actually move that thing up a little bit too. Again, the trigger came right there on the green dot. That was right there at 42 cents. Okay, May 6th, boom, there was the trigger wave. Okay, make sure 43 cents holds, folks. Make sure 43 cents holds, but we're bullish. We're buyers as long as the last dot is green. Wait to sell till that thing comes back up there to the white dotted line, or we break down below 43. Make sure 43 holds there on PNG. BABA. BABA. Okay, I see a lot of pumping of this one going on right now of Alibaba. Looks like they beat on their earnings. Again, I don't like that it's down here below the 50-week. Not my favorite play. I'd want to see a bigger breakout and then a pullback. But, I mean, if you're playing it, you know, use your stop loss right there at 77. Okay, that's where you want it to hold. Okay, that was a pretty nice breakout on the daily. Did they beat their earnings? They missed on their earnings. Okay, but 77 is the level to watch there. That's the weekly support. I don't know. I think there's some better names to own. Again, I want to buy stuff that's in an uptrend like this, not like this. Okay, just ugly. I think there's better names to buy. And last time I heard, the Chinese are going broke. A-firm's still holding 29. Okay, you still got the green dot there. Just make sure it holds 29. That's your stop loss level. Okay, make sure it holds 29. Okay, just continue to hold that one. And again, I'd look to sell when the stochastic gets back up here at the white dotted line. If we break down below 29.50, I would sell it. Stop loss is 29.50. HD. Okay, HD looks good. Okay, sitting right on that daily. I'd use a stop loss at 326 on this one. Wait for that green dot confirmation. That'll be your entry. Yeah, I like the green candles too. You could enter on these. Use a stop loss at 26. Daily chart had the trigger wave down here at that was April 18th, right into the 200 there. Beautiful, beautiful setup. The trigger waves, the big green dots need to come where that 200 is. That 200 EMA is. Okay, that's a beautiful, beautiful setup. I like it. I'm bullish on HD 320. Call it 326 is the stop loss, meaning it can't break below this candle right here, where we got the bounce, where the buyer stepped in. Looks like they just had earnings and they beat a little bit. So 326 has to be your level there. Lows. Okay, this is also a stock here. Okay, move your stop loss up to 244. I'm bullish on this one too. Make sure it holds 244. I think that green dot's coming here in a couple weeks. Looks good. Okay, I'd be a buyer if you already own it. Hold it. Okay, trigger wave. Where'd the trigger wave come? Trigger wave came all the way down here, April 28th. Okay, bang, right at 227. Okay, we're lifting up now, baby. Let's go. And the stochastic starting to point up on the weekly too again. Now looking to sell that one till the stochastic gets back all the way up here on the weekly chart, right to the white dotted line. ACN. This must be another stock. Okay, weekly chart coming on down there. Again, I'd wait for confirmation on this one. This one's just getting racked. Confirmation of the green dot will be a great place to enter, in my opinion. Okay, just wait for the green dot. It's trying to bounce here at the lows. I don't know anything about that company, but you know, I'd make sure it holds 285. That's the level I'm watching for a bounce. Again, the green dot will be the confirmation for you. MANH. Okay, that one's also putting in a doji there. 205 is the level to watch. Okay, again, no confirmation there yet. You probably got something here on the trigger wave. Trigger wave's down here at this area at 205. Okay, continuing to grind up here. Okay, continuing to grind up there again. I'm looking to sell when the stochastic gets back up here to the white dotted line or next to it. Okay, 205 is your stop loss on MANH. PANW. Okay, also moving up here. Okay, just continuing to grind up. Probably move your stop loss up. You can move that up to 286. Call it 286 there. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, nice move. Just continuing to grind. Watch for its earnings here. Okay, earnings are important. But again, where the trigger wave come, boom, right there on April 9th. Okay, 263 was where that dot came, and look at that. Beautiful. Okay, guys, the big green dots on the daily, I think are the best places to buy. I think they're better than weeklies. The weekly will just give us the confirmation, but if we get a big green dot, again, the big green daily dots, look at this, on PNAW, came, that signal, again, it's not going to call out, we're not going to call out these small ones here. It has to have this shade down here on the daily. The big green dot, that is the buy signal. That is the buy signal on the daily, okay? The weekly dots are whatever. Those are small green dots. That means the weekly direction is up, which means we're going up over the weeks. But this comes, right? This big green dot comes before the weekly, okay? It always comes before the week. That was April 9th. You could have bought there at 269, okay? Things sitting at 310. This is a big cap stock, so it doesn't move as much, okay? But again, not looking to sell now till we get back up here, okay, at around 100, okay? It looks good. I'm a holder. I'm a holder as long as the last dot remains green on that one. NNBR. NNBR. We got a level right there at 223. Okay, that had a couple trigger waves go off. So if you're playing this one, what is this? NNBR. Yeah, buddy. Really low market cap coin there. Nice call out here, dude. I like to call out 323 is the setup there. I'm going to go ahead and set a weekly alert for this one. Okay, that weekly will be a banger. Okay, if you're playing this one right now off the daily, if you're playing off the daily trigger waves down here, okay, you got one right there, one right there, one right there. That means we should not break 323 on NNBR. What does it do? Manufactures and sells high precious components and assembles for various ends of the United States internationally. Mobile solutions and power solutions. Interesting. Founded in 1980. Okay. So stop loss on that's going to be 323 because again we got all these triggers down here. Look, we got a signal go off on iTub. That's a weekly signal just now going off. You seeing that live here? Live. That's a banger. Okay, move your stop loss on that one up to $6 is the new stop loss on iTub. Okay, got the green dot live here on chat, on on live here. Beautiful. Beautiful. NNBR looks good, though. 323 is the stop loss. Bada bing, bada boom. Again, these trigger waves always come before the weekly. So if you're playing this right now, 323 has to be your stop. Again, that's the low right there. That's the low we got right there. Okay, what's the monthly say? Monthly's red, though. Something to take into consideration. Just make sure this thing has to hold 323. 323. If it doesn't hold 323, you're wrong. W day. Work day. Ugh. Sitting right on the 50. Very nice. Sitting right on the 50. Level to watch is going to be 240. 240. You got the trigger wave there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great setup. Just make sure it holds 240. Again, you got earnings coming up, so be mindful of that. But 240 is the trade on this one. Got the trigger waves down here, and we're sitting right on the 50. So again, you could play the green dot, or you could play these trigger waves. When you play the daily, you're risking a little less because you could be up 7 days in a row, like H-bar that we saw earlier. Right, you could be up 7 days in a row on the daily and get a green dot and then get crushed. That's the only problem with the weekly dots. But the trigger waves, these waves down here are extremely bullish, folks. Extremely, extremely bullish. Okay, that's a daily big green dot on the indicator. Again, if you want to set those, all you got to do is go to a daily chart, right-click on the trading indicator, hit add alert, and I do once per bar. Okay, and then I do the big green dot. Okay, the big green dot. On the weekly, I set the small green dots. Okay, but the daily, I don't use the small green dots on the daily. I use those on the weekly. The daily, I want the big green dot, baby. The big green dot. That's what we're looking for there. iTub, you just saw that live. Given the signal, you just saw that B mark. I'd be in. I'd be in on iTub right now with the weekly signal. And guess what? Okay, that's already in the looking to buy list. But we got a stop loss on this one now at $6. Okay, $6. Waiting to sell till this stochastic gets all the way back up here, or we get a red dot. Okay, if you get a red dot, you want to get out too. Okay, if your stop loss level breaks, if 6 breaks, you're toast. Okay, you're wrong on the trade, but you're only risking about 4% right now on that trade. Okay, and this thing, if that's correct, this thing's going to keep going. Okay, beautiful move. I believe this is actually one of the Bitcoin ETFs, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we got the SPY, the SPY. This is the S&P 500. If you guys don't know, we had the green dot called out in the chat a couple weeks ago, and now we are breaking out. This thing is breaking out right now. Okay, beautiful breakout here on the SPY. This is the stock S&P 500, the top 500 stocks. And I'd continue to hold this one until the stochastic gets back up here, simply put. Okay, we were entering here. Okay, entering off the weekly. Okay, bang, there's your stop loss at 499. Okay, rip it up. Okay, look to sell when that stochastic gets back up toward the white dotted line there. And then the monthly doesn't look so good. Okay, again, we look very overextended on both Bitcoin and the SPY. That doesn't mean we can't have one leg higher before we get it. But again, these red dots are very scary on the monthly. So if we get a red dot on the monthly here on the SPY, you can see the last one that came in this section was back here in September of 2021. Rip, rip, rip. And then bang. Okay. It pumped up one more time and then got crushed. So I think we could see something like that. We could see a red dot and then maybe a couple months of up, and then they're going to flush it hard on us. But we're sitting at a big, massive premium right now on the monthly. So I'd be careful. That's why I'm using very, very tight stop losses right now. Very, very tight, right? You want to move this thing up probably to 507 now. Okay, 507 is a stop, but look to sell when the stochastic gets back up here at 100. That's when you're looking to sell right there. BTC we covered. Again, 60K is the level, guys. 58K, call it 58K is the level. If that holds, I think we're going to see a green dot here in the next couple weeks. And if this price action continues, what are we sitting at right now? Okay, just under 65. We need a big green day tomorrow is what we need. A big green day tomorrow. As long as 58K holds, okay, I'm bullish, and I'm expecting a green dot in the next couple of weeks. Okay, but like I said, as a trader, I'm setting my stop loss at the bottom of our trigger wave down here at 58. If that breaks, right, we're coming down to 53. Okay, and then 53, we can just take another jab at it. But right now, we're trying to reverse here. You got a trigger wave there. You got another green dot here. We called that at 60K. And boom, we're up 5-6% on the day from that green dot. So as long as 58K holds, folks, I'm good on Bitcoin. Again, we do have the monthly signal, like I said. Okay. So something to pay attention to, something definitely to keep in mind here, because if we come back down to 33, 32, there's going to be some people sucking on their thumbs and getting kicked out of their houses. Okay, how we're going to protect ourselves against a dip like that is using a stop loss, 58K. Okay, if you're trading it here. Okay, if you're in on Bitcoin, set one at 58 because you don't want to see your account go all the way back down to 46. If that breaks, right, we're back down to 32. Set a stop loss on Bitcoin at 58K. Set it at 58K. Okay, if you want to buy it, buy it. If you want to hold it, but set that stop loss at 58K. AMD. Okay, swinging around here. Nice bounce off the 50. My stop loss on that is 140. Okay, nice movement here. 140 is your stop on AMD if you want to play it. Okay, I'd be adding on the red days, not the green days. But as long as we hold 140, I'm bullish on AMD. I think we'll get a green dot signal probably in the next couple of weeks there. CRO we covered, Chainlink we covered, LCX. And guys, I'm gonna go with what Mill said on this. Okay, I want to try to keep these to like 3 to 5. Try to keep these to like 3 to 5 requests at a time. I mean, you guys are there's a lot of requests in here, so moving forward, I would like you guys to keep it to 3 to 5, max 5 per person. Okay, so because this is wild. I mean, I don't want these videos running for too long because we got to get to other things. But let's try to keep it to 3 to 5. Be respectful of everybody else's time. I appreciate you tuning in and requesting all these. I'm happy to do them, but I just want to be respectful to everybody and get through everybody's names. So your best 3 to 5 names, drop those in the chart requests over there. Again, I'm answering these in videos throughout the week for you guys, so you can at least get my analysis on it and take from it what you want. Again, I'm not a genius or anything, guys. I've been using this indicator for a while and it's brought me success. You're getting a daily here on LCX. So if you're trading LCX, use the stop loss at around, I'm gonna say 23 cents. I mean, the true support's probably gonna be down here at 19. But if you don't want to sit through a massive dump like that, use 23. That's the trigger wave right there. I mean, you could even move it up here to 25 if you want. But I'm a little more conservative, or I'm a little less conservative on my stop losses on the daily. But 23 cents is the level. You're getting that trigger wave there on LCX. So that looks good. Again, a big green dot on the daily is bullish. That didn't come since right there. You had a pretty nice move back up to 40 from 24. That's about 100% move. So again, the big daily green dots are the ones to add on. You could buy on that and use a stop loss at 23. I think we could see a green dot coming on the weekly as long as 23 cents holds here. Weekly chart don't look as sexy because it's down here. It is down here on the 0 line, but we're just sitting at a pretty big premium off of that level. So that's what scares me on LCX. I'd set a tight stop loss. I mean, I'd probably even move it up to the bottom of the trigger wave, probably at 25. You're risking 2 cents. Okay, that's about a 10% risk to the downside from where we're sitting. So 25 cents would be my stop loss on that. XLM. XLM's ugly. Okay, the level I'm watching on 9 cents. I also liquidated my XLM and I rolled it over into ICP as well. Okay, I just don't like sitting through these big trends. I had my opportunity to dump my position up here at 16 cents and I got greedy. Okay, and I paid for that one. Okay, I should have been selling up here at the white stochastic there, and I should have been selling right there on the red dot as well. I sold at about 10.5, like right where we're sitting right now. But again, you can look to enter again on the next green dot, but I don't know when that's going to come. You're getting a big green dot here on the daily as well. Okay, a big green dot. That's a great signal to add there. Okay, on the daily. I again use a stop loss at 9 cents on this one. 9 cents, but we're getting close. You can see the last one came here in February. That was at 11 cents. It went all the way up to 17. Okay, that was a great trade. 60, 70% move. Boom. Okay, beautiful trade there. So if you're buying it here, 9 cents is your stop loss. You could be adding on these big green dots. Again, I'll get those signals added into the charts here, or into the alerts here today. Go to FET. Fetch, we covered that. SAMO. Okay, nice doji this week. Stop loss on a trade on that one is 0.005. I like the doji. Okay, daily, not looking bad. Just consolidating here. Okay, just make sure it holds 0.005. I'd actually probably move that up to 7 cents. That'd be your stop loss there. Just make sure it holds 7. OXT. OXT still coming down here. Okay, wait on that confirmation. We got GRT. GRT we already covered. ZRX. ZRX is right down into the 50 there. This doesn't look bad at all. Okay, stop loss at 41 cents. You probably got a trigger wave. You got 4 trigger waves going off down here. I like it. 41 cents is the stop. I really, really like this one. I'm actually going to drop this one over in our charts tab over here. This looks good. ZRX sitting right on the 50. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Okay, nice setup there. This is going to set up really nice. This is actually one of my favorite plays so far. And it has a trigger wave showing today as well. So, wow. Okay, looks really good. Okay, that looks really, really good. Stop loss is 41 cents. It has to be 41 cents. ETH we covered. Getting the trigger wave today. Mana. Okay, Mana's still coming down. Okay, level to watch is where we wick down to 36. Not my favorite looking chart. Mask, M-A-S-K. Okay, below the 50, not interested. Sand. Sand below the 50, not interested. Dodge. Dogecoin. Okay, still red here. Okay, stochastic still sitting right in the middle. So, you know, I want to buy this thing around 10, 11 cents maybe. Okay, we cashed out on this one. This was one of our best trades over the last move. Okay, that green dot came right there at 8 cents, went all the way up to 22. Okay, again, if you're buying on the green dot, bang, 163% all the way up to the top there. We sold it around 18, I believe it was. Hit 22, big whoop. Okay, now we're back down to 14. So, again, time to sell is when we hit the white dotted line. Time to buy is when we're closer to the bottom. I don't think this thing is bottomed yet, but we will see. We will see what happens. I'd say the stop loss could get moved up probably there to around 11 cents on the daily chart. As long as that holds, we look good. Confirmation will be the dot there, folks. ADA we covered, Solana we covered, DOT we covered, BNB. Ugh, I'm not buying this thing up here. I'd sell it. I'd sell this thing up here. I want to buy closer to 386. I'm not touching BNB up there. No way. I'd be taking some off. Okay, big old move. Mara just had a dot go off, as I said, as we just covered it. That has a green dot on the weekly. So if you want to play the weekly green dot there on Mara, that just went off. I got it on my watch. And you can see you get an alert down here on your trading view if you're on your laptop. What you want to do now is you want to set your stop loss up there. I'm going to say 16. Let me get on the daily. Okay, I'm going to say right here. Okay, if you want to play that green dot, set a stop loss right there at 16. Call it 1650. 1650 for a trade on Mara here off the green dot. Has to hold 1650 here, folks. Has to hold 1650. BCH. Yeah. Okay, also coming down here as well. Just still a falling knife. I'd be adding on these trigger waves. You had one come back here in May. So I'd say the stop loss is going to be at the bottom of that at about call it 395, and you got a green dot showing today as well. So make sure call it 395 holds. 395 is the stop loss on BCH there. Has to hold. Okay, we're getting pretty close, but that has to hold. Okay, green dot today. Again, great place to buy is the dailies. Okay, you can pinpoint your daily trades on the daily by watching for the green dots. But you want to see a trigger wave. The trigger wave is the big green dot. That is the buy signal. That was right here at about 425. We're sitting at damn near the same exact price as we got that at. 395 has to be the stop loss there. Here's LTC. LTC stop loss at $70. Again, wait for the trigger wave. Trigger wave came back here at 78. It was, I believe. Okay. So we're literally just stuck in a consolidation pattern. I don't know who's trading LTC. I don't like Litecoin at all. Okay, I don't like it at all. $70 is your stop loss if you're holding it, though. Make sure 70 holds. SDI. Okay, still coming down. Like I said, you want to use that stop loss where we wicked at 41. That's the level we're currently watching. You're going to get a green dot here today. That's going to be a big green dot there that you're going to get today as long as 41 cents holds. So that's about a 10% risk to the downside there. Make sure 41 cents holds. I'll make sure that alert gets out today. And that's it for your request. Again, let's try to limit these to 3 to 5 per person, please, just so we can, you know what I'm saying, get to everybody's. unless you guys want to sit on here and watch 5 hours worth of video. I've gotten a few complaints about these videos being too long, which, hey, whatever. If you like the content, you're going to watch it. If you don't like it, you know, go to another channel. But I believe our strategy is pretty accurate, folks. I believe we have a very good strategy and we're ahead of the game. Okay, our strategy at least will save us from going bankrupt, you know. But I think there's a very good opportunity in what we're doing here with the indicator. Okay, getting in on these green dots, noticing when the wave is down lower than higher, right? Everyone's talking about it up here. Everyone's talking about it up here. Everyone's talking about it up here. No one's talking about it down here, right? People are more scared right now. We want to buy the fear, sell the green. So we want to buy after 40, 50, 60% pullbacks like we just experienced, right? This thing was up at $1.24. It pulled back 56%. People just watch their accounts get, cut in half. Right? So FTM, the level to watch is 55. So I want to buy after 50, 60% pullbacks, right? We want to buy after the pullbacks. We don't want to buy after 7 or 8 candles up. We want to buy after 7 or 8 candles down. Okay, so I like FTM, 70 cents, 55 cents is my stop. Daily chart, just consolidating here. So you got to use a stop loss at 55. If you're holding this thing, that's where we wick down there. That's your bottom. That's the bottom of the level we're playing. We're trading right now. Okay, and again, the green dot will be the confirmation. Either wait for the daily trigger wave. This thing pisses me off, dude. Okay, the trigger wave came right here. So 62. So that told you, boom, this could be the bottom, right? 56. Okay, so 56 is the level to watch. It has to hold 55, 56 again. That is the bottom of where the buyers stepped in, meaning they flushed it down, right? And now they're sucking it right back up. The buyers are coming back into control when that happens. Okay, that's what a wick is. Okay, you guys see the wick? They try to flush it, but the buyers are so strong, they push it back up, and then it grinds back down to the level. Okay, and then you'll see a green dot probably here in the next few weeks, as long as 56 holds there. Jasmine still just going sideways here at 2 cents. This thing's going to either break out massive one day or do something else, but the stop loss on this is 0.014. Okay, 0.014. Where's the trigger wave? Trigger wave was right here at, yeah, right there at the level that I just called out. That was the trigger wave, okay? That was a big, massive trigger wave right there. We got that about beginning of May, okay? Boom, sold off, bang. Now we're just consolidating. 0.014 is the level. Just keep holding Jasmine. Hold Jasmine as long as it holds 0.014, okay? When that green dot comes, I'm expecting a move like this. Okay, I don't know when it's going to come, but it could come very shortly. If you're holding it, okay, set a stop loss at 0.014. But you should have been out right here on March 4th. I just want to point out that was the top. Okay, 3 cents was the top. Okay, now we're grinding down. Now you're down 50% from that level. That doesn't look like much, but 3 cents all the way down to 1.5 is literally 50%, meaning you put in 10,000 here, you got 5,000 now. So that's why we use technical analysis, again, to get out. Okay, getting out is just as important as getting in, folks. Is the video going to be posted 5 p.m. PST? 8 p.m. Is it 7? Have we been doing 7 or? Yeah, 7 p.m. I'm going to do 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's do 8. It's like 5 o'clock when everybody gets off work. At least on the East Coast. Or maybe we should do it a little bit sooner. What do you guys think? I'll drop this one at 8 p.m. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it earlier. Let's change. I would like to change the schedule up. I haven't had a lot of thought to put into this time, but now that I'm on a different time zone, I need to be mindful of this. I'm going to do 5 p.m. I'm going to do 4 p.m. would be 1. That'd be around lunch. Let's do 4 p.m. New York time. 4 p.m. Okay, and it'll be 1 o'clock Pacific. Okay, so we're going to go a little earlier with these videos, not get them out as late. BTC we covered. OGPU. That one doesn't exist. Forta. Almost to the end here, folks. And again, the next video, we're going to go over our alerts. Okay, so make sure if you guys are new or whatever, all my latest videos get dropped right over here. The Discord is free to join. So you guys could be a part of the Discord for free, or you can become a member to get access to the alerts and everything. The membership, everything, it's $7 a month. You can watch the video right here. It pretty much goes over all these tabs and what they are and what you get out of them. But you guys can see all my latest videos over here for free. You guys get notified when I drop a new one. See, it tells you it's dropping in 5 minutes. These are now going to be dropped at 4 p.m. New York time. I believe that's what I said over there, right? 4 p.m. New York time. Yep, that'll be 1 o'clock Pacific, 1 o'clock my time. And we'll just get it out. Okay? Forta. And I am going to be switching up the video schedule. I'm not 100% sure when the videos are going to be dropping now, but I got a new schedule now, and I'm in a new time zone, so the video times still going to drop the same amount of videos every week. They just might be at different times and on different days, and I'll keep you guys updated on that in the Discord as well. Forta, I don't like it. Okay, red dot, I'd want to buy it closer to 18 cents. H-bar, we kind of covered this one already, but I'm still a holder of H-bar. Okay, again, our green dot came right here on the 22nd, so 8 cents is the true stop loss on this asset, 8.5. So I want to buy it closer to that level. Again, you could be adding on these green dots. Obviously, we could explode back up at any time, but yeah, 8 cents is your stop loss off the green dot. Yes, we got a red one because they pumped it up and said BlackRock is taking over or whatever, and everyone thought that was bullish, and then they got crushed. Okay, because BlackRock was probably selling their position that they just bought to them. And now it's down at 0.086. Again, we want to use the stop loss on the green dot. The bottom of the candle, we get the green dot, which is 0.086 here on H-bar. Link we covered, file we covered, Uni. Uni's still coming down as well. Okay, watch for the trigger wave. Got the trigger wave a couple weeks ago. My stop loss on this one is going to be 5.9. 5.9, and you're getting another opportunity to buy it here. I mean, you could buy it today and use a stop loss right there. I'm going to call it, call it 650. 650 is your stop, okay, off the daily dot here coming. Just make sure 650 holds if you want to play it. Again, if you want to wait for the weekly dot, that's probably the best thing you could do. But I could see this thing getting a bounce here off of 673 here on Uni. DOT. Okay, also just kind of consolidating. 570 is where we bounced. So I'm either waiting on a daily, big daily green dot like we got back here to enter on. This candle looks good today too. I mean, it's trying to bounce right there off 640. So we need to get some upward momentum here. 640 is the current level. True macro support's down there at 580. Best thing you could do to understand the direction is wait on that green dot. Think of these dots as like moon cycles, right? They come every so often, right? Once a month, the moon goes from full right back to normal and it restarts. Think of those like the weeklies, okay, the weekly dots, okay? The green dot is like a full moon. We want to buy on a full moon, okay? Red dot is like the moon's over, okay? So we're going down. That's kind of how to look at it, okay? So I'd wait for confirmation on Uni. I'm watching 580. I'm sorry, this is polka dot. That was polka dot. Cake. Okay, 232 is the level. Okay, 232 is the level to watch. Stochastic down here on the floor. Okay, watching the daily here. Okay, daily chart needs to hold 532. That's the level. And again, it's below the 50, so I'm not too excited about it. 232 has to be your stop loss there. VET and XLM we covered. DAPP, the stock, he said. It's like a Vanguard. Digital Transformation ETF, DAPP. Let's look this one up. Again, you guys can use this app over here. Digital Transformation app. It's the research tool. You can type in /info, then your ticker. Sometimes it doesn't pull it up because they're newer. Okay, it looks like it has something to do with blockchain. It's not going to look it up. Let me just look it up on Google real quick. Stock, DAPP. Performance on ETF seeks the performance of companies that are participating in digital asset economies. Wow. I can't see the market cap of it, but we're going to go ahead and add this one into the list. Hey, shout out. Okay, so again, digital asset companies are like blockchain companies, so it's an ETF for blockchain companies. Okay, I like that. Okay, there was the trigger wave down there, so there's your stop loss at 824, just like I called out. Again, the green dot, these ones will come before the weeklies, folks. The big green dots on the daily are going to come before the weeklies. Okay, this one's consolidating real nicely. I like this one here. I like this one a lot. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop this one over. And again, sorry this app isn't working. It looks like a newer concept, but normally like I could type in BTC, USD. So that'll pull up Bitcoin there, right? /info, that's all you got to type in. And then the ticker. Okay, DAPP, this is the sector I'm looking at. Doesn't even tell you the market cap. Let's see what the market cap is here. It won't even tell you. They got a price target at 15.38 on it. I like how it's coming right into the 50 here for us. Okay, right into the 50 here for us. It looks beautiful. 824. Okay, that level needs to hold, but there could be a green dot forming here in the next couple of days if we get a breakout here. 824 is your stop loss on this trade. This one's going to go ahead and get added into our list, and I'm going to go ahead and add a big green dot alert on this. Or, I'm sorry, this is going to be a weekly alert. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Let's check it out. Okay, again, for the weekly, I'm using the small green dots. Boom. Okay, we just got another signal going off here on the weekly as well on SOUN. This was another one called out. Look at that trigger wave down there. Bang, right off the 200 like I'm talking about. 343 is the level we bounced at. Bang. Beautiful move. That's almost 100% already off the trigger wave down there. Okay, bouncing off our 200 week. Beautiful. And we got the green dot showing here. But again, here's some counter information here, right? You got the red dot showing on the daily and the weekly showing green. So that's kind of counters our stuff. So what we need to do is we need to set a stop loss at 450. Okay, our trailing stop loss is below the weekly there, 450. Okay, 450 is but I wouldn't be playing this with the daily way up here. Okay, I want to see a pullback. I want to make sure we hold that 450 level. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind off that green dot right there. That's it for your guys' request. Again, I'm going to be covering all our alerts here on it's going to be either Friday or Saturday's video. Might even move that to Monday because that's when we actually get all the alerts. So I think that'd probably be pretty good moving forward. I just wanted to cover these today on Wednesday. I'm gonna do some thinking this week and figure out the video schedule for you guys. Again, if you guys got chart requests, I'm gonna answer them in videos throughout the week. So get them in over here. I'd be happy to answer those for you guys. Again, all the alerts, everything we just talked about, everything is gonna be called out over here. I will do that $1,000 Bitcoin giveaway again once we hit 2,000 followers on YouTube. Again, I think we're at like 1,200 now. If you guys need the trading indicator, it's over here in the Discord. It's down here under the resources tab. We also have a trading course over here if you guys want to take advantage of that and learn more about our strategy. And then we also have the trading rules, our cheat sheet, all the trading apps you need to get started. You guys have access to this charts feature. I try to post at least 3 of these a day. The top movers, you guys could see the top moving stocks and cryptocurrencies over here in this thread. The latest video will always be posted inside of here, inside the Discord, and market news, things happening throughout the market right here, right now. And that's it, folks. I hope y'all have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless you all. Peace.